Same-sex marriage not recognized by Supreme Court, stated marriage is not a fundamental right. Legislators should decide the way forward. India lags behind in Global Hunger Index, got 111th position. Situation is worse than Pakistan and Nepal. Article published in Nature regarding Nipa Virus. Risk of virus may rise in Southeast Asia. Strict measures will have to be taken for eradication. First case of Tilapia parvovirus reported in India. This virus affects tilapia fish. Mortality rate is 30 to 50%. And Global Remote Work Index 2023 released. India got 64th position in the list of 108 countries, loss of 15 places. Recently, the Supreme Court gave a historic verdict on same-sex marriage. A 5-judge constitutional bench, headed by Chief Justice DY Chandrachud, declined to recognize same-sex marriage. In its decision, the Supreme Court ruled that marriage does not fall under the category of fundamental right under the Constitution. Therefore, the court has left it to the legislator to provide legal status to same-sex relationships. Also, same-sex couples are not given the right to adopt a child. According to the court, by doing this, the existing social structure will deprive the child of many legal and social rights. The petitioners had asked the Supreme Court to interpret the word marriage as between husband and wife instead of man and woman. Alternatively, the petitioners had asked for striking down those provisions of the Special Marriage Act which are gender restrictive. However, the court refused, saying that disturbing the act facilitating interreligious marriages would have a cascading effect on other laws and the rights of others. Therefore, the court said that it is not possible to make changes in the Special Marriage Act 1954 to allow same-sex marriage. However, the court has given permission to transgenders to marry. If they identify themselves as trans men and trans women, their marriage can be registered under the Special Marriage Act. Globally, same-sex marriage is recognized in more than 30 countries. According to media reports, Netherlands is the first country to legalize same-sex marriage. At present, same-sex marriage is legal in many countries, including the United States of America, Australia, Germany, Costa Rica, and Switzerland. Recently, a 27-year-old woman filed a petition in the Supreme Court regarding a matter related to abortion. The petition sought permission to terminate the pregnancy at 26 weeks. According to the petitioner, she already had 2 sons and the present pregnancy was unplanned. Moreover, the family income is insufficient to support the 3rd child. Also citing her mental condition, the woman requested for termination of the pregnancy. However, a 3-judge bench headed by Chief Justice of India DY Chandrachud rejected the woman's plea after a lengthy debate. Citing medical reports in its decision, the court said that since there is no problem with the fetus, therefore having an abortion would be against the rights of the unborn child. In such a situation, the court cannot ignore the rights of the unborn child. Let us tell you that the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Act in the country allows termination of pregnancy in 3 stages. Termination of pregnancy up to 20 weeks is allowed on the advice of a doctor. If pregnancy is between 20 to 24 weeks, the decision for abortion is made by 2 registered physicians. After 24 weeks, the decision on abortion is taken by the medical board. In the recently released Global Hunger Index, India ranked 111th. India's score in the index is 28.7 on a 100-point scale. A total of 125 countries have been included in this list. At the same time, Pakistan with 102nd ranking, Bangladesh 81st, Nepal 69th and Sri Lanka 60th are in a better position than India in the index. According to the report, the share of Indian malnourished children at the global level has increased from 7.5% in 2017 to 9.2% in 2022. Basically, the Global Hunger Index score considers 4 indicators. These include undernutrition, child stunting, child wasting, and child mortality. While 0 is the best score in the index, 100 is the worst score. According to the index, India had made significant progress between 2000 and 2015. The score improved from 38.4 in 2000 to 35.5 in 2008 and 29.2 in 2015 and currently stands at 28.7. This shows that India's score has improved by only 0.5 points for almost 8 years. According to the report, there are many reasons for this stability in the scores of other countries, including India. The COVID-19 pandemic, effects of climate change, and ongoing conflicts in many countries are prominent among these. On one hand, the global economy has been largely affected due to COVID-19. On the other hand, climate change is having a negative impact on the environment. Due to this, the production of crops is also being affected. Also, due to ongoing conflicts in various countries, import-export is affected. All these reasons increase starvation directly and indirectly. However, to deal with this, the Government of India is running projects like Mission Saksham Anganwadi and Nutrition 2.0 and Zero Hunger Program. However, the Indian government has described this report as flawed. According to the government, this report does not reflect the real situation in India. Recently, the government has amended the second schedule of the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957. This has been done to determine competitive royalty rates for mining of strategically important minerals. These minerals include lithium, niobium, and rare earth elements. This decision has been taken after the government removed 6 minerals from the list of specified atomic minerals. It is noteworthy that the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act currently provisions a royalty rate of 12% for minerals which are not specifically listed in the schedule. Now, royalty of 3% will be imposed on mining of lithium based on London Metal Exchange price, whereas in case of niobium, there will be 3% royalty in both primary and secondary sources, whereas royalty of 1% will be charged on the ASP of rare earth elements. Let us tell you that lithium is an important component of rechargeable lithium-ion batteries. It is used in electric vehicles and devices like laptops and mobiles. Niobium is used to strengthen various alloys, including stainless steel, at low temperatures. It is used in jet engines, MRI scanners, oil and gas pipelines, etc. At the same time, rare earth material is a group of 17 heavy metals. It is used in electronics, laser and magnetic materials, etc. It is noteworthy that mineral royalty is the economic value given to the government in exchange for the right to mine minerals. In fact, mineral royalty rates in India are among the highest in the world. The competitiveness in the mining sector was being affected due to high royalty rates. This is the reason why the government has reduced them. The new royalty rates will pave the way for private sector participation and encourage commercial use of minerals. The basic objective of this decision is to promote domestic mining by reducing the import of minerals. This is important for the development of industries related to electric vehicles and energy storage. These critical minerals are seen as an important step towards achieving net zero emissions by 2070. Besides, it is also helpful in promoting economic development and innovation. Thousands of people have lost their lives in the ongoing war between Israel and Hamas. There is a demand across the world to declare this violence a war crime. Hamas has also cited international humanitarian law and accused Israel of attacking civilians in the Gaza Strip and depriving them of food, water, and electricity. On the other hand, Israel has accused Hamas of taking its citizens captive. Amidst all this, international war rules have become the center of discussion. The rules applicable to war are set out in the International Criminal Code and the United Nations Charter. After the Second World War in 1949, international humanitarian laws were created under the Geneva Convention for battlefield conduct. It gives countries the right to defend themselves but does not give the right to attack any country. Actually, the Geneva Convention is a set of 4 treaties. The first, wounded and sick soldiers on the land are protected during war. This includes medical personnel, medical units, and medical transports. Secondly, the wounded, sick, and military personnel of ships damaged at sea during war are protected. The convention also extends to hospital ships and medical transport by sea. This includes provisions for the treatment and safety of their personnel. The third treaty is related to prisoners of war. It covers a wide range of general protection, such as humane treatment, maintenance, and equality among prisoners, conditions of imprisonment, etc. Whereas under the fourth treaty, there is provision for the security of occupied areas and civilians. Earlier, only the rights of soldiers involved in the war were talked about. But based on the experience of the Second World War, there was a demand for security of civilians during wartime. For this reason, the Geneva Convention was implemented. Recently, American Space Agency NASA succeeded in bringing a sample of asteroid Bennu to Earth. Many shocking facts have emerged from the testing of this sample. High carbon content and evidence of water have been found in the preliminary studies of samples from asteroid Bennu. Due to the evidence of water found in the samples, it is believed that important facts related to the formation of life on Earth may be revealed. According to the scientists, this asteroid is about 4.5 billion years old. NASA will monitor these samples for the next 2 years. Along with this, changes occurring in asteroid samples under different conditions will be studied. Samples from asteroid Bennu will be researched by more than 200 scientists from around the world. In this, the properties of regolith will be explored mainly. It involves researchers from several US institutions as well as the space agencies of Japan and Canada. This is the third time that NASA has tried to bring asteroid samples to Earth under a space robotic mission. Earlier, the Genesis spacecraft had dropped solar wind fragments in 2004. However, a parachute failure caused the capsule to fall to the ground and spoiled the samples. In 2006, the Stardust spacecraft was successful in delivering comet dust to the Earth. Let us tell you that asteroid samples are brought to Earth under a special process. These samples are kept in a specially designed capsule in the spacecraft. During arrival, these capsules are sent to Earth with the help of parachute. Japan had succeeded in bringing asteroid samples to the Earth before America. Recently, an article titled "A Personal Take on Science and Society" has been published in the Nature Journal. It has been told that Nipa virus spread by bats can pose a potential threat to the entire Southeast Asia. In view of this, the article emphasizes the urgent need for scientific and policy initiatives to tackle Nipa virus. It is noteworthy that this article has been released based on the findings of the Nipa monitoring team in Kerala. According to this, the virus outbreak in Kerala originated from Bangladesh. Due to the proximity of Myanmar, Thailand, Laos, southern China, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka and several Indian states to Bangladesh, the risk of the virus may increase in these areas. Since virus outbreaks are generally short-lived, for this reason the lack of specific treatments remains a matter of serious concern. However, researchers have suggested prioritizing the development of monoclonal antibodies or MAbs from Nipa survivors. Let us tell you that MAbs are proteins made in laboratories which act like proteins called antibodies in the body. It can be used on people with early symptoms of the virus, such as frontline healthcare workers. The International Center for Diarrheal Disease Research in Dhaka is already studying about 50 Nipa survivors. It is noteworthy that Nipa is a zoonotic virus. It spreads from animals to people. It can also spread through contaminated food or directly from one person to another. Many vaccines are in clinical trials to prevent this. One of these tests is based on messenger RNA or mRNA. The full name of mRNA is messenger ribose nucleic acid. Like other vaccines, it also attempts to activate the immune system to produce antibodies. Apart from this, in another test, antibodies are being produced using the subunit protein of Hendra virus, which is similar to Nipa virus. According to the World Health Organization, Egypt has achieved unprecedented progress in eliminating the disease called Hepatitis C. Egypt has become the first country to achieve gold tier status in eliminating hepatitis C as per global health body criteria. Egypt has diagnosed 87% of its people with hepatitis C. At the same time, treatment has been provided to 93%. This exceeds the prescribed norms for the gold tier. Egypt's 100 million healthy lives initiatives has played an important role in this. This reduced the prevalence of HCV from 10% in 2016 to less than estimated 1% in 2019. Actually, some criteria have been set to attain gold tier status. These include diagnosing more than 80% of people suffering from chronic hepatitis C virus. At the same time, it is necessary to treat more than 70% of the people suffering from HCV. This also includes establishing a surveillance program for hepatitis sequel, including liver cancer. Let us tell you that long-term infection with hepatitis C virus is called chronic hepatitis C. Most cases of hepatitis C are seen in Europe, Southeast Asia, and the Eastern Mediterranean. According to the World Health Organization, in 2019, the number of people suffering from hepatitis C worldwide was 58 million. It is noteworthy that hepatitis C is caused by hepatitis C virus. It affects the liver. Hepatitis C virus is a blood-borne virus. Generally, most infections occur through unsafe injection use. Recently, the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has launched 2 schemes under the LIFE program. These initiatives are Green Credit Program and Eco-Mark scheme. The ministry has also issued notifications related to these schemes. The Green Credit Program is the first market-based system of its kind. It has been designed to encourage voluntary environmental actions in various sectors by various stakeholders such as individuals, communities, private sector industries, and companies. Green credits will be tradable. The credits earned will be put for sale on the proposed domestic market platform. Green credit will be calculated on different grounds in any activity. This will include the required resource requirements, equity of scale, scope, size, and other relevant parameters to achieve environmental outcomes. On the other hand, if we talk about Eco-Mark scheme, through this labeling of environment-friendly products will be done. Eco-Marks will provide accreditation and labeling for household and other consumer products. Products that meet the quality requirements of Indian standards as well as certain environmental criteria will be labeled. The main objective of this scheme is to provide sustainable consumption pattern to the consumers. Along with this, it also provides guidelines to the industry to implement environment-friendly processes. Let us tell you that the program LIFE was started by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi at the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference organized in Glasgow. Under this, the aim is to make people aware about the environment. Mission LIFE is divided into 3 phases. In the first phase, change in demand. In the second phase, change in supply, and in the last phase, change in policy has been emphasized. The first case of Tilapia Virus has been reported in India. The virus has been confirmed in Ranipet district of Tamil Nadu. This virus affects the tilapia fish found in the pond. Many fishes are dying due to this virus. This virus causes infection in the eyes and skin of the fish. According to recent studies, the mortality rate due to infection with this virus is about 30 to 50%. Tilapia Virus is a DNA virus. The world's first confirmed case of this virus was reported in China in 2019. Later, it was reported in Thailand in 2021. India is the third country to report the incidence of TIPV. Till now, no vaccine has been developed to protect against this virus. When it comes to the fish tilapia, this species came to India in the 1950s. 2 varieties of this fish, Mozambique and Nile tilapia, are found in the country. This fish is found in fresh water. Mozambique tilapia is also called jilabi in Tamil. This species can survive in low oxygen levels in water. Apart from Tamil Nadu, tilapia is produced in various parts of Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. Tilapia has emerged as the most produced and internationally traded food fish in the world. Recently, Goa Cashew, that is kernel, has got the GI tag. This has been given in view of the unique characteristics and qualities of cashew nuts produced in the state. Tag is considered important for the development of cashew industry in the state. It is also being seen as an important initiative in preserving the cashew heritage of Goa. It is noteworthy that cashew was brought to Goa by the Portuguese from Brazil in the 16th century. Initially, it was mainly known for afforestation and soil conservation, but cashew nuts were used as a food item in the middle of the 18th century. After this, cashew gradually started being produced on a large scale through cottage industries. Let us tell you that the main objective of giving GI tag is to maintain the quality of Goa cashew. Some traders were selling cheap cashew with the tag of Goa Cashew, due to which its quality was deteriorating. Due to this, negative impact was being seen on its production also. There was also a shortage in its processing companies. After receiving the tag, its logo cannot be used without registration. Besides, to maintain its quality and authenticity, its packaging will also be taken care of. Due to this, its business is expected to increase. In fact, Goan cashews are known for their uniqueness. Generally, Goan cashew is organic. Its unique taste makes it different from another cashew. Sandy loamy soil with good drainage is best for cashew crop. For this, a suitable temperature of 20 to 38 degrees Celsius and annual rainfall of 2000 to 3500 mm is required. Cashew is mainly cultivated in Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Odisha. It is noteworthy that GI tag is used to provide unique identity to an item or product belonging to a certain geographical area. It is issued under the Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act 1999. The Ministry of Science and Technology is considering to increase the retirement age of scientists from 60 to 65 years. Its main objective is to prevent senior scientists from moving to universities and institutions where the retirement age is already 65 years. However, this is not the first time to consider and increase the retirement age of scientists. Earlier, such an attempt had been made in the year 2015 also. Till now, the government used to give extension to scientists who were approaching the retirement. This extended their tenure by 2 or 5 years. It is noteworthy that at present, scientists in most of the government departments retire at the age of 60, whereas scientists working in ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, and ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, retire at the age of 62. According to the government, this proposal will help in retaining the skilled talent by preserving the knowledge and experience of senior scientists. It can be helpful in professions where in-depth expertise and knowledge is required. The government wants to provide equal opportunities to scientists as scientists from universities and institutions like IITs. Increasing the retirement age will allow research projects to continue for a longer period, making research results more consistent and significant. However, some negative effects of this proposal may also be seen. This may create recruitment problems for young scientists. This may also lead to a loss of ideas and innovation, as young scientists often adopt new approaches to research. As senior scientists age, they may have difficulty keeping up with new technologies and research trends, whereas younger scientists are more adept at keeping up with changing innovations. Recently, a rock of Bronze Age has been discovered in France. This rock has been found in the Brittany region situated about 500 kilometers from Paris. According to researchers, the speciality of this rock is that it is a kind of treasure map. It contains important information about ancient civilization. It is being used to discover ancient sites from northwestern France. However, no information has been revealed regarding the exact age of this rock. According to the information, intricate carvings of rivers, mountains, and other geographical pictures have been created on the rock. It also includes symbols representing important sites and settlements. Apart from this rock has also revealed information about the cultural practices and beliefs of the society. According to experts, the symbols and motifs carved on the rock are related to religious rituals and ceremonies. This shows that the map must have had spiritual significance for the ancient civilization. Experts have scanned the rock and matched it with the new maps. 80% of its parts match the present-day locations. Let us tell you that in the year 1900, a local historian had discovered this rock, although at that time he was unaware of the historical importance of this rock. Recently, the Global Remote Work Index 2023 is released. A total of 108 countries have been ranked in the index. Denmark ranks first in the index of 2023. The country of Angola is at the last position. This year, India has slipped 15 places to 64th position in the index. In the year 2022, the country got 49th position. With this, India has secured 77th position in digital and physical infrastructure. India ranks 74th in the category of social safety. India ranks 95th in e-infrastructure, reflecting challenges in both affordability and quality of internet connections. Neighboring countries Pakistan and Nepal have secured 93rd and 89th position respectively in the index. Apart from this, China has secured 39th position by performing better than India. The Global Remote Work Index is released by cybersecurity company Nordlayer. Mainly 4 dimensions are used to assess remote work attractiveness, which includes cyber safety, economic safety, digital and physical infrastructure, and social safety. Under cyber safety, infrastructure, response capacity, and legal measures are examined. Under economic safety, countries are assessed based on tourism attractiveness, English language proficiency, cost of living, and healthcare. The third dimension monitors the quality and affordability of the internet and e-infrastructure in digital and physical infrastructure. The final dimension, social safety, examines individual rights, inclusivity, and safety. Recently, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has approved 13 GW Renewable Energy Project in Ladakh. The project has been approved under Phase 2 of the Green Energy Corridor. This project will be completed in approximately 6 to 7 years. The estimated cost of the renewable energy project is around ₹20 crore. In this, 40% of the cost of the project will be borne by central financial assistance. State-of-the-art equipment will be used to ensure efficient energy transmission in Ladakh. In this, voltage source converter based high voltage direct current system and extra high voltage alternating current system will be deployed. It is noteworthy that Ladakh's complex terrain, harsh climatic conditions, and defense sensitivity increase the importance of this project. Under this project, a transmission network of 713 kilometers will be established. In this, 480 kilometers of high voltage direct current line will be laid. Along with this, an energy terminal will also be established in Pang area of Ladakh. Through this step, a target has been set to generate 500 gigawatt of electricity from non-fossil fuels by the year 2030. It is also being considered a major step towards ensuring India's long-term energy security and reducing carbon emissions. Let us tell you that intra-state transmission system Green Energy Corridor Phase 2 is already operational in the states of Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu. The initiative focuses on grid integration and power offtake of about 20 gigawatt of renewable energy. Let us now look at the 5 questions based on the bulletin. Questions based on today's bulletin are: first question is, consider the following statements regarding the Global Hunger Index. 1. India has secured 111th position in the index in the year 2023. 2. It is released by the World Bank. 3. It is prepared on the basis of 8 indicators. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of the above. Next question is, consider the following statements related to Geneva Convention. 1. It was formally started after the Second World War. 2. It is a set of 7 treaties. 3. Under this, it is provisioned to protect the civilians along with soldiers involved in the war. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of the above. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the Mission Life. 1. It was launched by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi at the 24th United Nations Climate Change Conference held in Glasgow. 2. Mission Life is divided into 3 phases. 3. Under this program, Green Credit Program and Ecomark scheme have been started. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of the above. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding the kernel. 1. This is a special variety of coconut. 2. It is mainly found in Karnataka. 3. Recently, kernel has been provided GI tag. How many of the above statements are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3, or none of the above. Last question is, consider the following statements with reference to Global Remote Work Index. 1. It is released by the World Economic Forum. 2. Netherlands ranks first in this index. 3. India has secured 77th position in this. 4. It is prepared on the basis of 6 indicators. How many of the above statements are wrong? Only 1, only 2, all 4, or none of the above. At the end, let us have a look at few more events of the last week in other news. Recently, Union Minister Shri Rajiv Chandrachud has inaugurated the Heartland Tripura project in Agartala. It has been started in collaboration with National Institute of Electronics and Information Technology, that is NIELIT. Let us tell you that this is a skill development project. It aims to provide skill development and employment opportunities to undergraduate students in engineering and non-engineering disciplines. In this, a specific set of skill development courses will be prepared. This will give an opportunity to selected professionals to get selected in internship, which will increase their chances of getting employment. Skills like cybersecurity, internal audit, and business communication will also be included in this. Recently, President Srimati Draupadi Murmu presented the 69th National Film Awards. In this, Ms. Wahida Rahman has been honoured with Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award for the year 2021. Whereas Allu Arjun got the Best Actor Award, Alia Bhatt and Kriti Sanon received the Best Actress Award. Whereas Rocketry, The Nambi Effect has received the Best Feature Film Award. Let us tell you that National Film Awards is one of the major awards given in the field of cinema in India. It was started in the year 1954. 1023 FSTC, that is Fast Track Special Courts, and 389 Special POCSO courts are being established in the country. This is being done keeping in mind the safety of women and girls. It is noteworthy that it is a centrally sponsored scheme. It is being implemented by the Department of Justice. Under its structure, each court comprises 1 judicial officer and 7 staff members. An online monitoring framework has been created for its smooth implementation and monthly monitoring of case statistics. Let us tell you that as on August 2023, a total of 758 FTSCs, including 411 POCSO courts, are functioning in 29 states and UTs. Through this, more than 1,88,000 pending cases have been settled. Recently, Union Minister of Education and Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Dharmendra Pradhan has launched a web portal named Apna Chandrayaan. It has been developed by the Department of School Education and Literacy, that is DOSCL, and National Council of Educational Research and Training, or NCERT, of the Ministry of Education. Let us tell you that quizzes and puzzles based on Mission Chandrayaan 3 are available for school students on this portal. The portal is also having a collection of coloring books, jigsaw puzzles, picture creations, and motivational stories in the form of graphical novels. Under this, digital certificates will be issued to all the participants who score more than 70% marks, while the first 1,000 winners will be provided books according to their age. The central government is planning to install radiation detection equipment on the borders of India in view of border security. These devices will be installed at 8 land crossing points on the country's borders. This includes Pakistan border, Atari border, Bangladesh border areas, Petrapol, Agartala, Dauki, and Sutarkandi, etc. Along with this, the government has said that this equipment will be used at India-Nepal border and integrated checkpost and land ports of Myanmar. This initiative aims to prevent smuggling of radioactive materials across international borders. Recently, the ferry service has been started between India and Sri Lanka. This ferry service has been started from Nagapattinam in Tamil Nadu, Kankesanthurai in Jaffna in northern Sri Lanka. Its main objective is to strengthen bilateral relations, promote tourism, and enhance people-to-people ties. This is expected to benefit local traders on both coasts. It is noteworthy that the name of the high-speed craft ship used in the journeys is Cheria Pani. However, the introduction of ferry services between India and Sri Lanka is not a new thing. Earlier, Indo-Ceylon Express was started in the year 1900, but due to the civil war in Sri Lanka, these services stopped. Recently, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has flagged off the first Rapid-X train from Sahibabad, Uttar Pradesh. It has been started under India's first regional rapid transit system, that is RRTS. These RRTS trains will be known as Namo Bharat. This train will cover a distance of 17 kilometers connecting Sahibabad to Duhai depot along with Ghaziabad, Guldhar and Duhai stations on the way. The train will run at a speed of 160 kilometers per hour. This train has 6 coaches and its capacity is to carry approximately 1,700 passengers. In this, one coach has been reserved for women passengers. It is to be noted that each Rapid-X train will also have a premium coach. It is noteworthy that RRTS is the state-of-the-art and best solution for regional mobility in the world. Recently, IMF, that is International Monetary Fund, said that India's contribution to global economic growth is expected to increase by 200 basis points to 18% over the next 5 years. According to the IMF, India's economic growth remains strong due to large public capital expenditure push and resilient domestic demand. Earlier, IMF has revised India's growth forecast to 6.3% in financial year 2024 due to resilient domestic demand and strong investment inflows. Also, in a report titled Regional Economic Outlook for Asia and the Pacific, the IMF said that growth in Asia Pacific is expected to rise from 3.9% in 2022 to 4.6% in 2023. According to the report, in Asia's advanced economies, tight financial conditions will weigh on demand, while the export outlook will depend on price movements of global commodities. But public capital expenditure is expected to increase in India with strong domestic demand and increase in private investment. Recently, Union Road Transport and Highways Minister Nitin Gadkari has hoisted the country's national flag on tallest pole at the Atari main post on the India-Pakistan international border. The height of the pole is 418 feet. Earlier in March 2017, a flag was hoisted on 360 feet long pole, which was installed at a cost of Rs 3.5 crore. Interestingly, in response to this, in August that year, Pakistan hoisted a flag on a 400 feet long pole at a post adjacent to the Wagah checkpost in the opposite direction. Since then, it is believed that there is a flag war going on between India and Pakistan. Researchers have discovered that dust found on the moon can potentially be used as a raw material to build roads and landing pads on the moon. It consists primarily of dark grey lunar volcanic rock. According to the report of Space.com, this discovery is based on experiments conducted on the Earth. It is noteworthy that unlike the Earth, the moon lacks erosion processes, caused by wind and water, because of which sharp-edged particles are present in lunar dust. Lunar dust also carries an electrical charge which makes it sticky and adhesive. Actually, this dust can cause harm to landers reaching the moon and can also cause potential health problems through inhalation. To address these challenges, it is being considered to build a road for rovers on its surface.